Guess what time it is?
Folks.
Guess what time it is?
It's the Producer Lounge once again.
Producer Lounge.
Welcome back, folks.
Producer Lounge.
It's Tuesday, as you know, and so it is time for another round of the Producer Lounge. Folks, we're going to talk about music production. You know what it is. If you don't know what it is, that's what it is. So, welcome. And it's a supreme episode, dude. It's 206. We've never been here before. We're never going to be here again.
Yeah. And we get one.
Yeah. And our guest today, Hypho.
How's it going?
Oh,
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
shit.
You guys are fucking sick, man.
Yeah, let's
You're
go, buddy.
sick, dude.
Hell yeah. Good shit, man.
Thanks for coming on, and thanks for hanging.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're
Hell yeah.
stoked to get into the nitty gritty.
I mean, I'm waiting to delve.
Let's go.
Let's delve.
Let's delve.
Folks, get your flashlights, get your mining tools. We're going to delve.
Get your mining tools.
I delved into your catalog earlier, and it was very nice.
You been delving?
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I was
appreciate
just sitting there popping through as many songs as I could, and I'm in like a brain of mixing, mastering right now.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was nice to hear it from that kind of state of mind.
Yeah. I feel you.
And I feel like your mixes are fucking sick, man.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
I actually, you know what? That's one of the things that I actually like try and focus on the most, but think I'm the worst at. So, yeah.
Really?
Classic
Yeah,
artist over here.
That
Yeah,
sounds
Just
about
like
right.
really good, and you're like, no, but I suck, dude.
Yeah.
Don't even listen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those, like, you're always going to perfect your stuff and you want it to be better than it is, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's a good mindset too, because you're always going to move forward, do you know?
Totally.
Sure.
Totally.
Yeah, man.
You're like, I can see that there's progress to be made. I don't know exactly how to get there, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep fucking pushing.
Yeah.
Learning new techniques.
And
Learning.
meeting people like you guys and can pick your brain, you know?
There we go.
I mean,
Yeah. That's what we're
Yes.
here for.
ditto. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how this podcast came about. We were in the kitchen hanging out because we just already lived together. And we were like, this compressor thing, I'm trying to figure out how to get the compressor to do the thing I need it to do. And then we were like, oh, we need to just do this.
Yeah.
Nobody does this.
Yeah.
We should probably do this on a camera so people can learn along with us.
Right.
Yeah, man. I feel you.
Right, because it's not like we're experts. We're just also
Figuring it out.
figuring it out.
I mean,
trying to
that's what
learn.
life is, though.
Exploring.
Yes.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is just
learning.
figuring it all out, you know?
Yeah. Until
Yeah.
you die.
And hopefully,
Exactly. Well, yeah.
yeah.
That's-
And I like it. People who give that shit away too. Once they learn it, they pass it on.
Yeah, no
You know?
no gatekeeping, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's lame.
Yeah, that is
Absolutely.
lame. That is lame, for sure.
For yesteryear, dude.
It is actually really nice. We're kind of like the scene as a whole in the music industry. People are more willing to give out information compared to like
Totally.
15 years ago or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I heard the stories about how everyone would just be like, I'm not telling you my fucking thing. Because then
Right.
I have to figure out a whole new thing and define my sound again or whatever. And like these days, everyone's just like, no.
Yeah.
Fucking, here's everything. Go make like cool art. Push the boundaries.
That's what I've found about coming to America, per se to the UK. Like, I feel like a lot of people in the UK do keep things to themselves, you know?
Oh.
When I come to America, everyone just wants to work with everyone, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's all about collaborating and doing, like, that's why I like it here. I think
Nice.
it's
Fuck
a
yeah.
cool vibe,
Fuck
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, man.
I have a question that's like slightly related kind of tangent. And then I have a more production related question.
Yeah.
I think I heard Mr. Bill saying that he went over and spent some time in the UK and he felt like the level of producer at like the kind of like lower tiers was just way more than it is in America.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Meaning way more as in...
Like the bar is set.
The bar is higher.
No.
You don't think so?
Like, I mean, not to say that it isn't. You know what, right? So, like, not to, I mean, this is a mad subject to touch on.
Close those windows.
But
Sorry, guys. There's a truck backing up in the street outside of the studio right now.
This is the risk we take with fresh air.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
It's okay.
So, what were you saying again? Refresh me.
the bar is set so high.
Yeah, so
in the UK. And
so what I've kind of came to realize from my experience, a lot of Americans are more tech savvy. So I feel like mix downs and things are well more important here. Whereas in the UK, everyone's a bit more gritty and just goes for a vibe.
Interesting.
And that's kind of my outtake of it all. Not to say that there isn't vibes around, because there is. Like people like All Low Records, like Park Breezy, all them boys. They are pumping out some great stuff right now.
Shout out All Low and Park Breezy. Yeah, they're fucking slaying it.
Yeah, my experience, like people here are a lot more tech savvy and into just like getting everything dialed in, you know? Whereas in the UK, I feel like it's a bit more rugged and there's just like, just like that vibe coming across, you know? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I can see that now that you...
Yeah, I like, and not to say that it isn't, because I might not have heard like something in America, you know, that is, so.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the local house scene is pretty rough, but...
Yeah.
I could see the perspective...
No shade, guys, I'm just kidding.
I could see the perspective of like, I mean, he is from Australia, so he's Australia to the US and then over to UK, wherever he was. And so like,
who, Mr. Bill?
Australia is pretty good. Yeah, Mr. Bill.
Is he Australian?
Yeah.
Oh, wild. Okay.
And then he comes to America and he meets a bunch of the dope producers in America, and then he goes to UK and he meets dope producers in the UK. So maybe it's not at a lower level. It's like at the like graduating whatever class for whatever the time was that he's in, you know, is who he's around.
Yeah, of course.
And then would he think that they're more like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway.
I guess, like, you know what's also funny? Like, wherever you go in the world, like, you go somewhere new, it's, like, exciting. You've got this vibe around you, you know? So it's like, you might think that at that time it was, like, this thing, you know? So it's like... Yeah, it's a funny thing, you know. So I mean, his experience might be true, but also mine, like, is it's individual, you know.
Yeah,
like,
of course it is. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, do you think you're focusing more just on like vibe, like first and foremost, and then?
So, like, I actually was like fully focused on vibe at like one point in my career, you know. Now I've came to America and seen everyone like do their thing. I've literally like tried to level up, you know. So I like fully focus on mix down now. Whereas I feel like it's a good thing though, because I've now like got the vibe down, and now I can focus on mix down, you know. So it's like, I think it's been a good process for me.
Okay, I want to hear about this mix down. Do you have like kind of a way that you like to go about mixing your shit down?
I mean,
do you have like a method?
Step-by-step
I mean,
process.
it's mainly gain staging, I guess.
Sure.
But yeah. I mean,
what is it?
Like clipping has been a big thing of mine.
Let's go.
And I
Hit
heard
that
this on.
fucking
I
horn,
heard
baby.
this. I heard this on a podcast of yours, in here. Yeah. It's been a game changer.
Yeah,
Nice.
we talk about
Because
clipping a
I can
lot.
just get things like loud as hell without the volume going above maximum, you know? So like who doesn't love that?
Yeah.
You know? So it's like
exactly.
So that's been a big thing for me for sure. And I mean, I just use solidly like Ableton. So
Are you on 12?
yeah, 12.
That a
man.
boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. 12 is it's fucking supreme.
Oh, it's insane, right?
Insane. Yeah.
Dave came up with this fun idea literally like last night in the kitchen, unless you were already playing with it, with clipping your master and doing the delta. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been doing it for a few days, I don't know, 2-3 days. But we've been hearing a lot of people talking about like clipping the DAW. And I went and tested and I'm like, it's just clipping. It's just hard clipping. So I don't care to do that. Let me put my own clipper on the master. And so I've been mixing. Who is the dude that we watched the video of? Dubs.
Urban Dub.
Yeah. He was talking about, he just starts with this kick at 0.
Yeah.
Clipped into and just sets it at the next to the clipper and then just keeps adding things. I don't think he was saying clipper maybe, but he's just adding things at level as he goes through the process.
It's funny because like So I had a mix down that I was doing with a tune, and I thought it was really great, And I sent it to one of my friends, and he was like, "Yo, love this, amazing." Sent to another one, he was like, "Right, okay, I think this is too loud, this is too loud, this is too loud." But right, it's all like an artist's like perspective in a sense, It's like, do you want those like horns being as loud as the drums? Do you want them to be the main thing, or do you want the vocals? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh yeah, totally.
So
there's that choice to make.
So like production in itself and mixing is also like really individual. Like it really is. Like I agree. It's a crazy thing, So like,
and when you really start to understand that like mixing is kind of creative and preference based, like, I don't know. When I started to understand that, things were starting to like click a little bit more. We were like, oh yeah, I do want this sound a little bit like louder than maybe it should be technically in a proper mix, because it just sounds fucking good. It feels good.
Yeah, because it comes across and it's just like gives you a hug,
Yeah, it gives
like,
you.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
What's up, boy?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I fully agree. And I am still in a stage of trying out new ways to do all these things, and I probably will never stop. I'll just keep doing that, and my shit will kind of sound similar just because it's me. But so I just am like trying out that idea of like pushing things up to 0. There's a fun noise that just happened.
Yeah.
Someone followed us for profit
music. Thanks for the follow, bro.
Welcome, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Bless up.
So
Bless up.
so I'm just fucking with this and trying to do some mixing, and I was thinking of like the delta, because Contra was talking about the delta on Soothe, right? It was Contra, and how it helped his ears.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'll just make a delta for the clipper
On the master.
Yeah, for my master clipper. And then I can just flip it to the delta and just be like, okay, what is fucking up the signal in this process?
See, I actually have not downloaded Soothe yet, and everyone tells me to get it.
Nice.
But I've got Fab Filters.
I don't use
it. It does a similar thing.
Right.
But I've heard
For sure.
Soothe does better.
Especially the new.
The new Fab Filters 4. It has a similar engine.
I know, it's beautiful.
So yeah,
I use a spectral compressor
it.
for that sort of thing.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
I don't use Soothe at all.
Which is the same thing as Soothe. It's
basically the same thing.
Yeah, I'd love
compressor
to.
of sort.
Yeah, you need to show me that.
Yeah, the spectral compressor is free. It's fucking sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a horrible UI.
I mean, we could pull the DAW up and like look at a couple different versions of what spectral like compressors are. Do you have a Gullfoss?
Yep.
Yeah, show me that. I want to see.
I was seeing. I was watching an EEPROM. He did a little walkthrough of a song from like a couple months ago, and he put a Gullfoss on the master, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I have put
insane,
him,
man.
Dude,
I have put him on the master on the last couple tunes, like not doing a lot.
Oh,
it's
sneaky boy.
Yeah, it's doing like 5 or 10%.
Nice.
And it just adds like a little bit of like
crunch.
Well, no, because it's moving an EQ to like.
Oh, really?
Try and keep it correct, whatever they think is correct.
Yeah.
Like it has a recover.
So it's like an AI thing.
It's some kind of algorithm here. I'll show you. What do we show you with? Just
EEPROM's cool, man. I went in the studio with him in Portland and made.
That's so sick.
We made 3 tracks, man.
What the fuck?
No,
yeah.
Can we hear those after the pod?
I'll show
you. Have them? Yeah,
you should
I would love to hear that.
Give us his number and we'll hit him up for the
so
pod.
I can spam him and show up at his front door and be like, "Hey, dude."
Yeah, man.
Okay,
That's
so
insane.
I was sleeping on EEPROM so hard until recently. Like I had always known. I knew the
sick.
name. Yeah. And every song I heard from him, I was like, oh, yeah, this is fucking cool. But I just, for whatever reason, like never really dived into his music. But like a few weeks ago or something, EEPROM just played Cervantes. Yeah. And we all got tickets, and it was fucking insane.
Yeah. No,
like,
bruv, he is like, honestly, like, incredible.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Legend. He's full legend
like,
status.
The the genre-defying of grime, techno, dubstep, footwork, everything, hip hop, like that fucking. What's it? West Coast bass. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's all insane. Like the dude is very.
He's
talented.
in his own lane.
Yeah, and he graphic designs everything as well.
Yeah,
he does all his own visuals.
Yeah,
it's
I was
so
gonna
cool.
say, we went and saw Caleb and I went and saw his robot arms set with the. That
It was
was.
just a sound design.
It was so fucking badass.
Yeah.
It was just a clinic.
Legend,
He was just like,
EPROM.
hey, here's this sound. Down. And then here's this one. And like, we're all like,
Everything is.
we love it.
Yeah.
It was so sick.
Yeah, he's a talented guy for sure, man.
All right.
Crazy.
So,
Also, real quick, Censura, I don't know if NASCO does have a spectral compressor he released through like Ableton stuff. You might be thinking of the spectral gate, maybe.
Is this Bitwig?
yes.
This is Bitwig.
Beautiful. So here's Soothe. We all know what Soothe looks like. This is what Spectral Compressor looks like. It's even more beautiful, obviously, right?
Obviously, it's the best layout of any plugin ever.
It looks
I
amazing.
hate it.
Wow.
I hate it
Yeah.
so much.
No, you can throw on a.
I mean,
just
it's
hurts
like
my
sexy
eyes.
and white though.
I don't like the light.
Like who comes to the party in white? You know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Dude,
I know one
someone
guy.
that's rich comes to the party.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
White.
That's what I'm saying.
Rich people.
It looks
P.
better.
Diddy.
It looks better. It looks better.
P. Diddy. Excuse me.
Pete,
This is my personally now. I use this instead of OTT.
Right.
Every time.
So you have your downwards and your upwards. Your ratios are here. You also have a window size. As you can see, you'll see all the different windows it has. And you can like reduce it down, which is nice. That's basically the
Okay, sick.
the
So
fidelity.
Soothes a lot more like hands friendly, I guess.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what's nice about this is, so as we increase the downwards, it's going to start applying this, and it's going to
So
kill.
that line
This
is
is a
like
pink noise
That line
curve.
is like a limiter, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically. And we can move it, you know. We can also change its slope or its curve, which is
Oh
really
my God!
nice.
Look at that.
So you can sit here and you can go to the soothe area, you know.
Soothing. Very soothing.
And boom.
So nice on the
Now
knees.
I'm going to do the exact same thing as soothe. And you can even then add some upwards.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, mad. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, he's
that
saying
curve is insane.
Is the pod a little quiet, Caleb? Do we have our levels?
Yo.
Testing. We should be good.
We should be good.
Stream sounds quiet to you. Have you tried turning up your volume knob?
Sensora music.
Just kidding, Doug. I'm just
Up to
kidding,
you,
Doug. I
mate.
love you. Sincere music, welcome.
Welcome to the pod.
It should be. Yeah, I mean, I can increase it. I'm just concerned that some people might get excited and peak. Compared to Twitter videos and stuff. Oh, shit. He
well,
has a
definitely
standard.
we're not going to be that loud.
No, we're not pushed that loud.
Yeah, Twitter's yeah.
That's maximized.
Twitter's Twitter, you know?
Yeah, it's
Twitch is Twitch.
It's clipped.
Speaking of, or did you have more to show?
Yeah. So, I mean, I just wanted to show off the upwards because it doesn't have to be ridiculous. You can just use it. Like
The upwards is really nice.
it's surprising what you can do with a little bit of upwards on like a group. It's really nice.
Yeah,
It's,
nice, man.
It's fucking. It's super fucking handy to have. And you have your attack and release and shit. But it's free. And
you know
it's-
Matt Davis
So I'm
at
gonna,
all?
yeah.
The guy Matt
You
Davis?
should give me a link to this and I'll download it. And
Oh, yeah, it's free.
because I want to see the difference from this to Soothe. You know,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, you do have to do some more dialing, but it's more versatile than Soothe as well.
really?
So,
Is
yeah,
it
You
actually-
can side.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Soothe. You can side chain. as
Soothe
well.
2 you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Which
I
I
don't
do
even
all the
have
time.
Soothe too.
It's so good for that.
I don't have Soothe 2 either, but I do use Soothe.
What's the
If anyone's got a crack, hit me up. I'm joking.
I got
For
you.
Mac or what?
I'm joking, man.
Oh,
I know a guy.
Yeah,
Are you on PC or Mac?
Mac.
Mac.
Might know a guy.
Hell to the,
We know a guy. Of course we know a guy. We're the producer lounge.
Everyone
How
knows.
would we not know a
Yeah,
guy?
We knew all the guys.
If you
is our
didn't know
job.
a guy, I'd be ashamed.
You just walk out right now.
Fair.
Wow.
fair.
What is the? I don't want to get too bogged down in this question, Loki. Synth of choice.
Okay. So my synth of choice, I've really been going with Operator Ableton at the minute.
No shit.
But now Serum 2's came around, I've delved into it a little bit.
Sure, same.
But so I was in the studio with Scream. You know Scream?
Fucking of course I know Scream. What the fuck?
Right, okay. Yeah, this was 2 days ago in Denver.
All right,
Right?
well,
God, you're just in the studio with all the fucking heavy
me
hitters.
that the sub bass in Serum is not as good as Serum 1.
Like the sub oscillator?
I love that he fucking
And I don't
said
know,
that.
I don't know.
I love that he said
I'm
that.
not sure, of that, Like, I'm just hearing this guy speak,
Yeah.
But,
That's an exclusive right there.
I need to listen. I need to listen to them both compared.
We're gonna clip that.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to test that.
Yeah.
Not
I
as
wonder-
good.
wonder what
Really,
kid
the
meant.
question is, in what way is it
what
not
way?
as good?
That's what I'm thinking.
I know,
Not
right?
as good.
Hey, I don't want to throw him under the bus either.
No, no,
Serum's
I mean-
gonna
No,
ring
no,
you
no.
up
There's
like,
no actual answer.
I don't think if
Scream,
you can.
fucking put us under the bus here, mate.
I don't know if Scream can be
Well-
thrown under the bus. I think it's possible.
I
I
don't
think he throws people under the
Right,
bus.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
right.
He's the bus driver.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
think
Yes.
the fidelity
Yes.
on Serum. I don't think the fidelity on Serum 1 is as good as the fidelity on Serum 2. So, based on your perspective, Serum 1 could have a better sub, or Serum 2 could have. If you want it to be more,
it's prime though.
it is.
It's
sick.
really good.
It is sick.
But yeah, I've I mean, to be honest, I also like to sample a lot as well, and resample and put stuff through, different types of processing, and just manipulate sounds, because I grew up listening to a lot of I don't know, just 90s hip hop, so
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Same
When
here.
when you're doing stuff like that, are you really trying to fuck up the sound and create a whole new thing from it? Or are you just doing some light processing to kind of just beef it
sometimes
up?
I'll go crazy and do anything.
Nice,
Really,
okay.
I'll
Fucking
just
throw grain
I believe
delay on
that.
it or something.
Granulator.
You have to.
Granulator 2 is the boss.
I know.
Seriously, really good.
That's the Ableton thing, right?
Yeah.
There's also Granulator 3.
Really?
Yeah. As of
Dude.
Ableton 12.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you get it?
Just their website or whatever. I think it's free.
Okay,
If
nice.
it's not, I have it and
Yeah, man.
you can get it.
It's yeah. Granulator is a really sick thing. The amount
I
of
know.
harmonics and different just distortion grooves and
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to fuck with that a lot right before I switched to Bitwig. Which is why I'm
Granular
stoked.
shit.
Yeah, which is why I'm stoked for
Ableton again.
He comes
Definitely
back
not.
around to it. Yeah.
Definitely not. No, but the oscillators in Serum 2.
Could you grab me a beer? Thanks.
Give me a beer too.
I'm good.
Dave? Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
And some buds. You got so much room, dude. If you had a headset, you could still be talking on the mic right now.
True.
Next level.
How would you feel if you had a microphone on your headset right now?
Like a pimp?
No.
Like a gamer,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
or like a
I mean, we'll
go back to the
broadcaster,
pimp
rather than
lounge.
this.
Rather than this whole
Oh,
whole
right.
contraption.
I feel like I'm Joe Rogan right now. That's
I
what
know.
it is,
I know.
Right.
Ooh.
Jamie,
Yeah.
pull up the
Is
thing.
that not a good thing to say?
No, it's good. No.
Okay.
Around here, we all love Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
but
No, I
some
love
people.
Joe Rogan.
Okay,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Yeah, Joe
Yeah, he's a
Rogan's
great
a
dude.
guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
People-
he said a few mad things. So have I.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm whatever, dude.
Fair.
And they haven't even been that mad.
Oh, you haven't seen our poster
You know?
in the kitchen yet, then?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
It's not it's not, that is not a poster. That is
Anyway.
a shrine. Thank you.
Okay, shrine.
Yeah. Right before, we used to have it more of a broadcast kind of a setup for this podcast.
Like an ESPN.
And we very recently switched to this table.
I mean,
And the
It's
vibes
looking
are so
fruity.
much better.
it's looking fruity in here. Let's be honest.
Let's go, buddy.
You got the fur. You got the
Yeah,
cheetah. You got the
exactly.
grass.
Yeah.
I like it.
We get a little gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to get a little gay.
It's all good.
Gay.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
It's
that's
all
cool.
good.
Right.
There's
No.
nothing wrong with a little
No,
gay.
it's good.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fair.
it's fun.
Yeah, exactly,
it's
dude.
fun. Okay.
Anyway, back to producing.
Okay. Yeah, back to producing.
Yes.
Here's what I want to know. My one observation I was making when I was listening to your tunes is I felt like I was getting a really wide, like consistently pretty wide bass sounds.
Yeah.
With like the drums were coming in nice and center, and it was like very like crispy, like the space is like cared for. You know,
there's intention with it.
So to get the synths like really wide, I use a thing called Polyverse Widener, which is a VST.
Let's go.
Oh, you use the.
Yeah. You know what?
Of course I know. That's that's
wider.
infected mushroom.
Oh, infected mushroom.
Do you go past 100% ever?
With
it gets wily.
With ad-libs, yes.
Oh, no shit.
Okay.
So if I do vocal mixes, sometimes I have these little crispy ad-libs that I just send them far and wide because it kind of helps sometimes. You know what? I've actually
throw a lot of that on the bass.
No. It's the mid basses that do. So my sub is obviously always mono, right? But the mid bass,
and it's separate. Your sub usually.
Yeah, I separate my sub. I have a mid, and I also have a high of the bass as well.
Okay, nice.
And the high is usually like a crunch with like erosion or some shit, you know.
Right.
It just like gives a little like white flair, and if you add some tremolo on there as well, you get a little bit of movement, you know. So.
And that's a separate
little flutter. Dude, that's my favorite.
I've never thought to ask this question because in my head, when I think about sub is separate, I think there's a sub channel on the track, and all the subs are happening from that.
Yeah.
Or is it that it's a bass that has three channels?
What I'll do is I'll like add a sub bass of the MIDI, right? Then I will duplicate the MIDI and then make a mid bass for that with the same MIDI.
Totally.
Nice.
And then once that's done, I'll also add like another one with just the highs and like add some like different like wide like sort of white noise and stuff, you know.
Yeah. And then will you push those together?
And then but they're all in a group.
Right.
So once they're in a group, then you maybe like limit them and compress them together a little bit, you know,
as a whole.
Yeah, and just like kind of gel them together with a bit of saturation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm assuming so. Then the mid basses are kind of changing.
Yeah,
but the sub's probably pretty similar.
The sub's always doing the same thing, but the mid basses are always like
that is exactly
doing
what I wanted
some
to
mad
know,
automation and going up and down and mad movements,
but it's the same sub bass the whole time.
But the sub bass is the same.
I need to try and do that. I fucking hate separating.
I used to do that. I used to do that all the time.
I should.
You know what? Like
try and do
I don't like to do it either, but it really fucking works for me. You know.
Yeah. No.
Like and you know Raz. Right. Raz is He's taught me a lot. Like that dude is a fucking animal in the
Where do you put your crossover with that?
So I was just gonna say,
like, where would you put your crossover for the mids? Like, where do you start to roll them off so they're not?
So
hitting
I'd
your
say like 150 hertz.
Okay, that's kind of where I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Very confident answer. I like that.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So you lose a little bit of the mud in the process.
Yeah,
of
you're
that,
losing the mud. Yeah, you don't want any of that.
Because of the crossover, you're getting that dip right there in like the 100 range.
It's almost
so it's naturally getting rid of it.
It's almost a notch. That just is kind of naturally happening.
And I don't use an EQ. I use an auto filter.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's completely just slammed off. It's not like an EQ, you know.
So you're not worried about like phasing necessarily at that point then.
I mean, to be truly honest, I mean,
the sub
I've
should
never
be clean.
really thought about phasing,
it.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
If my tune sounds good, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Sick. That's sounds good. It is good, right?
Like, yeah.
Love that.
So if you're cutting your mid bass at like 150, you have a little
brick
bit of
wall
room.
cutting. Is that what we're talking about?
No,
not with auto filter, but it's a
auto filter is what he
it's
said.
24. Okay. Yeah, 24 dB or 12.
If you're cutting it like 150-ish, that means your sub, you have room for like.
I mean, usually my sub goes around like 120-ish, so that like 20 to 30 hertz, like in between.
Just a little bit of a gap.
There's a gap there, yeah.
There's a gap,
but
right?
usually all that gap anyway, you just EQ it out because it's got a load of shit in it.
Sure.
Right.
You know? So like,
Are you adding like you have just a sine wave, or do you like add in a second harmonic since you have a little bit of room?
So there's always a second harmonic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Just to give that extra little bit of something.
Yeah. Because it just gives it that like that's where most of the vibe comes from, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Right. You do like need it there, otherwise it's kind of empty. Unless you're.
But that's where
you're trying to do a crazy mix where you don't want it. But
when you're obviously like EQing your sub, when you like. I don't even know how to put this, but yeah. So when you just put a low shelf until the first harmonic, you know, and nothing above.
Right.
And then above that, your 150 hertz above is where your mid start. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. That's a sick move.
Because I'm not much of a technical guy, but I know what I'm doing in my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's great. Yeah. You can make it happen.
Yeah. I'm just going to go to the toilet for 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. You're good.
I actually also have to pee.
Here, folks, we'll bring you into the DAW real quick, and we can talk a little more technical of what he's talking about here. I mean, he used autofilter, he said, but he did say...
For, like, the cutoffs?
Right.
So it's like Cohen Sound, when they've had some videos where they talk about, they, like, split basses up, and they'll do it in a group on one channel, and it'll be like your sub, your mids, your highs, but and then they're just using like EQs to whatever the random point that sounds good is to make that happen.
Right. I assume that's how it usually goes. Because you're gonna get you're basically like gonna create a notch, and like wherever it sits where it's nice is good. Which is the same thing when you like make a bass sound and then you put a multiband on it and you want to do some stuff but it's not as clean because the source isn't as separated, you know? Whereas if you make, you know, if you do your sub like this and then you do your
mid bass
like this, obviously not like this, but the other
other direction. I understand.
And this isn't at 150.
I think you just switched the cue, no?
Yeah, also, he said he shelves. He doesn't fully low pass.
See,
is that what he said?
On this EEPROM video I was watching earlier, go check it out. Jose fucking
Magnifique.
Whatever that channel is.
Jose Magnifique.
That posted our
He's a legend.
Copycat episode.
Yeah, he has been around
Shout
for a while.
Out. He posted an EEPROM one, and EEPROM was saying he only ever just shelves. Well, I'm sure not only ever. It's EEPROM, but he shelves like 12 decibels.
Shelves in the UK is a different thing.
Yeah.
It's putting drugs up your ass.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shelving.
A booth?
Nice. We booth in America.
Yeah, it's boofing here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I mean, I got some shit if you want to boof. We can boof it, but we're not going to do it on camera. So.
I love that.
No, of course. Twitch wouldn't allow it, you know.
Yeah, we save that for our Patreon.
Fucking pussies.
We do anything on the Patreon, guys. Remember that.
Hell to the yeah.
So you're talking about shelf like this?
Yes.
For this sub bass.
Yeah.
The sub bass comes through, and then we do the opposite, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. So you do the opposite. So the shelf is getting rid of the mud. You know?
Right. Yeah. It's getting rid of it right here because they're both crossing over.
Yeah.
You know, in this way. Which, if we did it like this, actually, just take this for what it is, folks. This is just going to be for visual purposes only. Oops, is that the wrong one?
Yep. Second from the top.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that little peak there where the mud is.
Right.
So sometimes if it does sound muddy, that literally you can go in Pro Q4 there.
Right.
Click on like where it says, it'll show you the hertz and the key, and then you can just go to the fab filter and then just duck that, you know?
Oh, right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't.
Right.
You don't?
No, what are you saying?
So see where that little purple, where it's gone now, but so yeah, where that is.
Yeah.
So you can just put up another Pro Q4 or whatever, and then duck where that is.
Oh, okay.
If it sounds muddy, but usually it doesn't.
Right.
You can do like dynamic ducking.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of like sometimes it might build up where you're doing a little cross section.
Well, it's-
That's why you're.
Yeah, I mean, because that's why you split the bass and the mids, you know. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
have
that's a
been
move.
finding, as I've been doing a bunch of mixing recently, that like I will have to go into my basses and pull out a bunch of whatever is in that like area to get them to like start to sing in the mix a little bit, like be like louder
You
in
know
like
what,
the
though?
higher end
Like,
of them.
It's funny because every single room I've been in, it's always been different.
Sure.
Like the room matters, you know.
Oh, it's huge.
Totally.
So it's like because I've moved around like 3 times in the past year, so I've had to get used to every single different room. So now I'm like, oh, the mix sounds good here, but then I've taken it to a new place, and then the mix sounds terrible. But I'm like, okay, was that room better or was this one? You know, it's like, how do you know?
A room is
So
very
I'm just-
deceiving.
Now I'm just like, fucking hell, we're just gonna have to just go with it.
You just
know?
get at a
Yeah.
certain point, right? You kind of
Yeah.
just have to be like, this is where I'm at right
You
now.
just have to go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the song is fucking 99% good, and I can't, or 95, and I can't give it that
if
extra
it works,
5.
it
Well,
works. You know,
the way to
Like,
figure it out is go and listen in other places.
You have
right?
also got to think like half of the people who are out in the crowd and stuff like. They don't give a shit.
They don't
if
give a
You've
shit.
got a little bit of mud in your fucking sub.
Sure.
I don't like to think like that, bro.
No, I know. But
You gotta
like,
get in the mind of the
but like-
consumer,
but like,
Dave.
I only think like that
Yeah.
because I know nothing is ever gonna be perfect.
You have to. You
Right.
have to
Yeah.
give yourself that.
and I want to make it as perfect
Yeah.
as I can,
It's fair.
but
Yeah.
you know, you have to compromise sometimes.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we all hate ourselves.
Yeah, I mean,
on some level.
in
I
some
know.
level, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I've done a bad job. It's
your
like,
shit is ass.
and then sometimes you just have to be like, you know what? Let's just put it
Whatever.
out into the world,
Yeah.
see how it does.
Yeah.
And usually, half the time, most of my bad songs do better than I think than my good
Yeah.
songs.
Dude,
and I'm
dude,
like, damn,
yeah.
I'm
son,
sure. I'm
Right?
sure.
where'd you
I
find
had
this?
my buddy,
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
one of my
Shout
left
out
field buddies
Skrillex.
hit me up for some songs, and I sent him like 6 where I was like, these are my fucking like, I'm sending you my favorite tracks I just recently
Yeah.
made. And there's the 7th where I'm kind of like, it's like fine, like it's kind of cool or whatever, and I just like threw it in there.
Yeah.
And he texted me back and he was like, that 7th one, like that's the best fucking one. And that was
Yeah.
the one I like didn't give a shit
Yeah,
about.
you put it at the end.
I put it at the end because I was
Yeah.
like, I'll save
Yeah.
it for
Yeah.
like whatever, maybe he'll like it. And then
But you
it
know
was-
what? Everyone's got their own individual taste. So if you send someone a track, they have their own flavor of what they want to like.
Right,
So it's like
right.
it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the best one. It's just the one that they like personally. You know,
Yeah,
Totally.
Exactly.
Totally.
it's art is a confusing thing,
Isn't
Fuck yeah,
it,
man.
dude? And
and
there's,
I love it though. Like
know,
that's
same.
that's the beautiful of it. You know, like
Yeah,
there's
it
no
is great.
right or wrong, really.
No,
Yeah.
it's all subjective.
it's all subjective.
However, there
Unless you
are
suck.
industry
Unless you suck.
standards.
Unless
Yeah.
you suck, there is
are
kind of an
industry
objective
standards.
like that was
Unless
bad.
you suck.
Unless
Yeah.
you suck though, that's true.
It is true.
Oh, I know.
It is true.
I know.
Yeah. So how do you?
I've
not
done a lot
suck?
of sucking.
That's the question.
Well,
Oh, you've
well,
done a
that's the
lot of
thing.
sucking, Dave? Huh?
You don't know if
Your little recon gear project?
I've done some sucking.
Yo,
What do you want from me?
A killed legacy. Thanks for the follow.
Oh, Damien, what's up, boy? That's my buddy from Texas.
Oh, what's up, boy?
what's like the Texans inside.
Let's go. I was in Texas before I moved here.
Really?
I want to reel it
Austin.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
Austin.
Oh, Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Well, it's
10
all
years,
right because we
10 years
stream
ago. It's
live
like I
straight
shouldn't
to
even
Texas.
mention it anymore.
I know, right?
It's so long ago.
I want to reel it back a hint
Okay.
back to your multi-band basses concept. You were saying on the high end you add tremolo to give it some like flutter
Well,
type shit.
Yeah, because I mean, what I really like about music
Movement.
is like that airy sort of like.
Yeah.
Because if you add like a bit of white noise with a sub bass, right, it gives it like when the sub bass is coming through the rig, and you have the white noise as well. It feels like air.
Of course.
So
yeah.
when you add the tremolo,
Yeah.
you can add like a little bit of movement with the
100%.
sub, you know. So like it just gives this really nice effect.
All right.
So
Right.
are
Yeah.
you are you setting the tremolo? Let's say you have like an E0 sign. I mean, are you matching the frequency to like 38 hertz or whatever E0 is?
I mean, no, the tremolo basically just come from like erosion.
Okay. And then distortion on top of it just kind of fucking...
Yeah, I mean, you could add some like Ableton amp or anything, you know, just to make that like a bit like, I don't know, just louder. And then
totally.
I'd cut off all the sub and then have that little like airy layer itself, you know?
Dude, can I tell you about a fucking sick trick that we've all been super fucking pumped on? Are you familiar with ring mod?
No.
Dude. This is a fucking...
Wow, you don't know about ring mod.
We're going ring mod. You're going to fucking love this.
This is some nerdy shit.
When I learned this, I can't go back. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So do it quickly and smoothly.
Quickly and smoothly.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I want you to be concise.
Okay.
I can't.
We talk about it a lot, so like you could do it.
If you have your sine wave in parallel and your second parallel chain has a noise layer on it, you can add kilohertz ring mod, or I'm sure other ring mods, but I use the kilohertz ring mod. You can essentially send the sine wave signal into the ring mod, and it's basing the modulation of what the ring mod is doing off of the pitch of the input signal.
I think you're gonna need to show me this.
We can show you this.
Can you show me? Yeah.
It is a lot easier
honestly,
to see.
I don't even know what the plugin is.
Melda also does this.
So it's Melda.
It's doing.
This is
this is kilohertz. What I'm talking about, but Melda probably has one. Yeah, the concept. Yeah. Essentially, if we're gonna make it. Here I can just make, or you know how to make it, or I can show you my
sub bass and noise.
Yeah.
Essentially, so. When you have a tremolo, the way you're doing it, it's not like a wrong move like we were just talking about at all.
I mean, so the tremolo thing also works good with pan as well.
Totally,
so
you can have
tremolo and pan are like,
yeah.
I feel like they're very similar.
They are. They're like the same thing, yeah. Especially with like...
So you sidechain that.
The cool part about using ring mod, though, is it will always base the flutter, the tremolo that's happening, off of the pitch of your signal. So if you pitch your sine wave up a little bit, it'll start fluttering faster. Or if you pitch it down, it starts fluttering slower.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
The ring mod is behind.
I'm also blind, so it might take a sec. You'll have to show me how to parallel as well.
Oh, okay.
I can do this. Just because it'll be...
Yeah, I can guide you through it.
You're blind.
Okay.
I just don't do the ring mod thing enough to fucking pull this off right now.
Am I grouping this serum?
Yeah, group the serum. Yeah. So we have two. Mm-hmm. One's in parallel. On the second one...
This one, we're going to do noise.
Give it some noise.
Yeah. This one will have noise.
Do you have John's noises?
No, it doesn't matter.
I'll give you those. Yeah, you can do any noise.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so noise.
Oh, Caleb. Oh, wait. We should switch to DAW.
Oh,
DAW
yeah.
view.
Go up there and click on Ableton, even though we're not in Ableton.
Sorry, everybody. And we're in the DAW.
And I think their ring mod is free, I want to say.
Oh,
I got to ban that person.
Okay, so...
There's a Melda one as well that is free. So ring mod, this ring mod will go on...
the
noise channel, yep.
And then set the modulator.
I'm side-chaining it to itself.
Yeah, okay.
The sub part of it, right?
This is the most important part. You have to send it to the noise signal.
Serum 2 out. Yep.
Is that the right Serum 2? The bottom one?
Well, yeah, the top one is being sent to the ring mod on the bottom one.
Okay.
Now we know that they're different. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the right
I
one.
see. You just put it together.
I did anything just to differentiate
in Ableton,
them.
the way I do it is base it off of the one with noise.
This one
base
is the
off
noise.
of itself, not the other sub.
Oh, I see. Okay,
you put the ring mod on the bass?
On the sub.
No. The ring mod is on the sub that has the noise, but you're also sending the signal. You're routing that sidechain to the one with the noise. You're routing it to itself. Or at least that's how you do it in Ableton. That's how you get it to work.
Why do we need two serums then?
Because...
Let me do this real quick.
We're going to have the separate one.
Okay.
Yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to do this, because I have other ways to make...
Can I just do it in Ableton?
No,
I mean, I guess this is the same thing. As long as that
Ableton.
routing...
It's recording in Ableton.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
That's just like too low of a note. There it is.
Oh yeah. I can feel it. I can feel her.
There's your sub.
Oh, there she is.
She feeling
And then,
fine.
so it's noise. I'm trying to do like a very crude demonstration version of this.
Oh, okay. Then fucking don't even have that
like,
other sub
this
one.
is noise.
We can do it not in parallel and get the same.
This is
same
noise, and this is sub. And then the noise gets ring modded by the sub signal.
Set the modulator to the input 3/4.
Modulator to.
I need it
3/4.
Okay.
There
and then rectify.
Now we're getting the
rectify to 50%.
Yeah, no, just 50%, so it goes up and off.
Right. Okay.
So now the noise.
Set the rectify to 50% though. See, that's why I didn't want to do it in one channel because it makes it super quiet.
You mean the saturators?
I mean, so right. Listen, you know when at the start of the podcast, when I said that English people just do vibes and American people do this.
Yeah.
Can you feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that we're everybody,
Hell
but
yeah, brothers. You know.
No, we are. All the dudes I produce with do.
okay. Here we go.
So
No, but like
set the rectify to 50%.
See when I come to America, it's great.
Nice.
Rectify.
Yeah. 50%.
Yeah, which is at 3 o'clock.
And also, do you have a Syscope or
dial.
any sort of oscilloscope?
Oh, I see.
So this is where the
this
magic.
is a taste issue.
Because it goes up and then off, up and then see.
So this
now
is
you
where
get
the magic of it
real
comes
on
from.
and off.
Right.
So, what's
this
happening with our sine wave is
this sounds a little bit like that erosion thing.
Right. It's doing the same thing.
So it's the same exact
But
concept. We're talking about the same thing.
It's more mathematical.
This one is mathematical, and it adjusts to your sub based off the pitch.
Oh,
so
right.
watch Dave go up an octave and listen to the flutter. The flutter is twice the speed now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Exact same thing, boys. But
yeah.
I can do it quicker.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I can too because I have a thing built that just does this.
But also,
I don't do it this way.
Another cool part about doing it this way specifically, pull up an oscilloscope or something where we can see the waveform.
Right, that oscilloscope. I heard that on a Noisy's fucking.
The Vision, it's the best one, dude.
Yeah,
the Vision
their
4X.
Patreon.
Yeah, his tutorial.
Oh,
he spoke about this plugin,
dude. It's insane.
Yeah, dude, insane.
Can we get like a wider, like the full wave view?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or do you have Syscope? That might work as well.
That doesn't really matter right now.
Okay.
Where's the mouse? Oh my god.
What's cool about doing it this way is when we watch, if you have your sine wave, what's going to be happening is the noise is only affecting anything at the top of the sine
so it's
wave.
only doing the top.
So
It's not
your
doing the
bottom sine wave is perfectly clean and your top has the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
As
that.
opposed to if we did this,
Then it would be the bottom.
now it's just the bottom.
Also, probably is dope.
Oh yeah, they both sound cool. It sounds cool everywhere.
Anyway, fun ways to make the noise flip around.
Yeah, that's one thing I've learned about like making music, right? So
There's a million ways to do anything.
there's a million ways to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well,
you know?
that's. I mean, you can think of it like.
It's just creativeness, you know. It's like,
Well, it's also
if you
tools.
if you can do it, you can. If you can think it, you can do it. you
Right,
know?
right, but it's all it can also come. It can also come down to tools because you can use a plier to drive a nail into a wall, but
That's
a hammer
true.
is better at it.
Yeah, that's true.
But a hammer can also use to pry
Exactly.
a
Yeah,
thing out
that's
of a
why
thing.
I use
but pliers
erosion,
is
not this
better.
fucking ring mod thing.
Right, sure.
You know?
I mean, everybody's got a different
Damn,
tool. You know. Damn, where'd you find that?
Yeah,
Where'd you
I
find
like
this?
I like the flexibility of it. Especially if you get real nerdy with it, you can like have the side chained note be actually like way too low, and then you get a fucking nice smooth thing that kind of collides along with the sound.
Yeah, you can
And you could set it to a group. Like you could be like all of these different things that have different subs. All of the subs control the noise.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so on. So like we'll put some shit like this on a like a group of hi-hats.
Really?
Yeah, in order to get like when you get the kick go,
So do you-
it goes. It gives you a
so
little
you get
fucking
a bit more
thing.
flair.
Here, I'll show you
That's cool.
a direct
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we talking
example.
about Tipper in chat?
We'll do this.
Oh, he's so excited.
We'll do this only. Hey, look, this song is
Isn't Tipper English?
this,
Tip is English.
He is
this
English.
song is called Scream.
He
This
is from the UK.
It's a dubstep scream song, is what this is called.
Why are we pulling this up?
This
My
is
bad,
Scream.
guys. My bad, guys.
No,
That was
this
the
is
wrong button.
something he wrote
But it
Scream on the
has-
title because he was thinking about
Yeah,
Scream
because I was writing it
when
in
he made it.
It sounds
reference. Yeah, you can hear.
Sounds funky.
It's not playing yet.
You can hear the noise.
Sounds funky.
But it has this effect happening on. Oh no! Is it going to
English
do the
people
same
just-
thing?
He was saying English people just go off vibes. Well, I mean, the whole world is just vibes, in it. So
Yep.
when you grow up not knowing much about music production, you just literally just go off the vibe of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like that's the
It's
thing.
not going to work.
Right,
It
but
is.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And
We are giving you a chance to increase your vibes with more tools and unique things.
Exactly. There's more tools
That's what we
here.
want to help people
Oh.
understand, and we want to learn the cool shit from them.
actually kind
Oh
of a
my
good point. I've
God.
never thought
That's
about
like
it like
what
that.
we do.
The more you understand on the technical side, the more you can fine tune
It's
what
too
you want
juicy,
the
bro.
vibe to be. Well, you're blowing
Yeah.
my mind, Dave.
Project's
You're
too
blowing
much.
Inside.
No, I mean like
But dude, yeah,
the
vibes
way
are
the
just
way I
everything.
think about the world right now is
black and
we.
white. I don't know why I said that. Just threw that out there.
Okay,
Damn,
the way I think about the world right now.
Anyways.
So many jokes to make.
I know I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot.
fucking-
There's a lot.
So there's you're learning shit. So you need people to learn from, and then you're teaching shit, and then you're making shit. Are like the three areas.
Oh, you shit and shit.
Oh,
That is
Sometimes
making
you
shit.
shit.
That's making shit. You're making that
Yeah.
shit.
You're gonna.
you're talking about the circle of life over here, Dave.
Yeah, dude.
But like, as we
the
learn,
circle of creativity.
as we learn things, we teach them to our like friends or whatever, and then we're making things, and it's like a cycle of things. So that's like what we're attempting to do essentially
Yeah.
here.
Right. Right.
Hell yeah. Nah,
Try
you
and
guys are
discuss
sick, man.
things and
This
figure
has
it
been a
out.
sick podcast.
Hell yeah, dude. This is
I appreciate you
this is
boys.
what we like
Hell
to do.
yeah,
We
man.
just like to hang out.
We appreciate
it's
you
great.
too, dude.
It's so good, man.
I mean,
yeah, I hope to come and chill with you. Is like not on the pod as well.
Yeah.
yeah, we'd love to. Of
Yeah,
course,
we're,
dude.
We're gonna do a barbecue or two.
This summer.
Yeah, possibly go camping, but we'll see who gets invited.
I mean, I'm definitely.
camping
I'm
trip.
gonna go camping soon.
Yeah, you want to go camping?
I actually am.
Oh, you're
Yeah, I
you're
wanna
planning
go.
to go
Yeah,
camping
yeah,
now.
Nice.
I need
Oh, yeah.
to. I need to
Yeah,
see
me
some
too.
Me
nature,
too.
bro.
Me
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
fucking
Me
love
too.
camping so much.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we basically did an hour.
We
This
did an
is,
hour. Look at us go.
Oh yeah, big up everyone locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, man.
The upper screen is frozen.
Yeah,
said
it
shit
froze
screen
a
is
minute
not.
ago.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone. Hold tight the podcast.
Where can people find your stuff online? Like,
So yeah,
What's your Instagram?
it's Hypho MNK. So HYPHO.MNK.
What's the MNK there?
Yeah. What is that?
MNK is my record label, Manuka.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
no
yeah.
shit.
So I do a record label too, which
Let's
is we push like heavyweight dubstep on
Yeah.
on 7 like live cut vinyls.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
How cool.
Legends.
Badass.
yeah, man. Support us. Like come and hang
Yeah.
because this
Support the
culture
homie, everybody.
is this culture's dying. So
Sure.
I'm trying to revive it and trying to do everything I can.
Gotta keep it alive.
Yeah,
The dub
Yeah.
plates,
Carry the
dude.
torch.
The
Yeah.
fucking
We're out
dub
here.
bring the
plates.
dub plates, man.
We're out
big
here
up.
building this shit.
Hell yeah.
Let's fucking go, everybody.
Skilled legacy with this quick little jab here. Hey,
Killed.
so Austin dropped new music. When are the other boys dropping
Oh
tunes?
yeah. Call
Hilarious.
them out.
Here,
Who is that?
He's one of my
it's
buddies
his boy
from Texas.
From Texas.
Okay.
He's sick.
And I think he's only
In-
saying that because we sent him a song of mine earlier today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's
in
coming.
time.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. Episode 206, excuse me. Fucking Hypho, shout out.
Dude,
thanks
you're the
for
man.
coming on, dude.
You're the fucking man, bro.
Big love, man. Big love.
Hell yeah.
All right.
See
Let's
everybody.
get out of here.
Bye, guys.
I need
We'll
to
see you
pee.
guys next week.
Thanks for being in chat.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the flip floppy.